All right, Curtis, go ahead and kick us off.
Hi, Olivier. This is Curtis Calhoun with MMA News. My first question for you, obviously a lot of talent in the lightweight division this year in the PFL. What are your thoughts on the level of competition you'll face this season, and how pumped are you to be in the tournament?
Uh, the level is good. Probably the best that ever been in PFL. There's no there was never easy fight in PFL, but it's especially true this time. So it's really exciting. I really like the 155. I think it's the best division in PFL right now.
And how do you see this fight playing out? Obviously, you and Natan are both elite grapplers. Do you see the fight being a war on the ground, or could there be some stand-up mixed in between the two of you as well?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't care. I'm not thinking about that right now. We're gonna go where the fight should go.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jake.
Oh. I was so happy.
All right, Jake, go ahead.
What's going on, Olivier? This is Jake Foley.
Could be better. I could be done.
This is Jake Foley here. I was just wondering, after your injury last year that kept you out of the playoffs, did you ever have a point where you considered not returning to frustration because everything seemed to go so right until the end?
And not coming back to what?
Coming back at all to MMA just because of being so frustrated from the whole situation.
Oh, fuck. No. I mean, I'm not that kind of person. I mean, I waited like so long to do the comeback, and then I would give up because of an injury. I don't think that's the kind of person I am, and I don't think it's the kind of person anybody should be. So no, I never thought about quitting. I really never thought about quitting. I mean, I asked myself some question about am I getting a little bit older? Yeah, is it the clock? Is it ticking? But never to stop my career after 3 losses. So I was maybe willing to change my training, but other than that, not really.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Randall.
How you doing, Olivier? I wanted to ask you about, so you actually had a fight canceled against Schulte last year. What is different now from then, and have you been able to further prepare for him more?
You mean my fight was canceled? My first fight was canceled, or my fight with Schulte was canceled?
Your fight with Schulte.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would like to tell you something interesting, but I really have nothing to tell you. I mean, last year I thought I was going to fight him. I didn't, and now I am. So yeah, no, I don't ask myself too many questions, to be honest. I mean, the training camp was the same. Maybe a little bit easier this time since actually I shouldn't say that, because I think all my training, well, maybe half my training camp was illegal, but I think it was easier this year to be illegal, if that makes sense. I think it does. Yeah.
Thanks.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Ramlakan, 5 Reasons Sports. Last year, you weren't able to get that full season experience, but now this year, you kind of have a little bit of just that regular season feel of what the PFL is. How do you feel like that experience is just going to help you this season and help you get to the championship?
It will really help me. To be honest, I was really surprised how fast the fights are going last year. I did a fight, even though I missed the first one. I did the fight, and then I fought maybe 2 months after, I think, or something like this, and I really found it really, really hard. So I know I have to be different this year. I think the first training camp should be hard, but the other 3 training camp, if you go to the final, it should be smarter. So I know I sound a little bit like a GSP right now, but I think that's the way that's the way to go with the PFL. I don't think you can do a big training camp every single fight. because you have probably some injury every fight, so you have to heal, you have to stay in shape but not push your body too much, stay on the weight. I think it's gonna be really really hard. I think it's probably the hardest sport event in MMA right now. Well, maybe any sport event, to be honest. Because like, I mean, UFC for sure, they have the level, but they don't fight 4 times in 9 months unless you're freaking Kamzat, you know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need this experience, and I think I know now, you know.
Thanks, man, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Breeze.
Hey, it's Breeze with the MMA Breeze. You know, as you mentioned before, you have a stacked weight class at PFL this season. Is there anybody at 155 that stands out to you, or that you would think would be a fun matchup for your skill set?
I think Schultz is probably the more challenging and the more fun matchup out there right now. I think, yeah, I would say Schultz. I really admire Schultz. I think he's a really good athlete, tough athlete, and yeah, I'm pretty happy to fight him actually.
Cool, cool. And also, could you read us your shirt and tell us what that's about?
Oh yeah, Arnold is numero uno. It's Arnold Allen from the UFC, a good friend of mine, training partner of mine. And when I saw he was selling this T-shirt, I had to get some. I got two of them. Yeah, I like his gear. I like the guy too, but I like more his gear than the guy. He's not a really nice sparring partner.
Very good. Thanks so much, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Harry.
Hey, Olivier, Harry back from the Bookie's Basement. So you briefly mentioned your illegal training camp you had going on there. Do you feel like
I knew I shouldn't say that.
I don't mean to get you in trouble or anything like that.
You guys always say something crazy and then yes, say more of that.
Yes. Well, so I just wanted to ask
creep.
you, do you feel like the MMA scene in Canada is kind of starting to recover after COVID and the lockdowns and all that?
Nah, MMA scene in Canada is dead. We're dead. There's gonna be nobody. We are the last one right now. I'm not even kidding. I mean, in Quebec, MMA, amateur MMA is illegal. It was maybe like after COVID, it was illegal to train. It's illegal to do BJJ tournament. It's hard to start a career, a pro career. Last event, they did a event maybe like 4 months ago, and no fighters with a zero pro fight was allowed to fight there because they had no pro fight. So if you want to become pro, you have to go elsewhere. I think it's done. I think we're done. I think we're the last generation of MMA fighter. And if there is somebody who's going to be after us because they really, really want it, and it won't be because it's Canadian, that's for sure. Because Canada don't help us. They really don't help us.
Got it. Well, I very much appreciate your time, Olivier. Best of luck this season.
Mark.
Hey, Olivier, this is Mark from the Touch 'em Up podcast. You've trained at a TriStar gym for your entire career almost with Faraz Sahabi and George St. Pierre. How beneficial is it to have a guy, known as probably the greatest MMA fighter of all time in GSP, be in your camp all the time, having him as a training partner, having him as a coach? Just walk us through how beneficial is that for you in terms of your MMA career and your success?
I don't know. I guess it's beneficial a lot. Again, I don't know if anything interesting to say with that question. I mean, he retired, so a lot of people, of athletes that retired, like they just leave. But he is still training. He's still there. I was training every Tuesday with him, doing wrestling with him, and he still got it. So he's still a good training partner and a good teacher too. So it's always good to have somebody like him try to kick your ass and then tell you what you did wrong. So that's how he does it. Unfortunately, like of course, like I said just before, it's kind of hard right now in Canada to train. So during this wave of COVID, he was gone a lot. So I was not training with him. So a lot of fighters are fleeing Canada during the last wave. So I saw GSP a little bit less than normally. But still, at the end of the training camp, I was able to train with him every Tuesday. And like I said, he's there to help. He was there to help when he was an athlete, but he's still there to help when he's retired.
Awesome. And one more question. You obviously have your shirt on, about, supporting another teammate in Arnold Allen, who just came off of that very impressive knockout win over Dan Hooker. Do you think that it's a potential for him to get Kelvin Cater next? And if not, who's somebody you'd like to see him fight in his next, fight whoever it is in the rankings?
I think Cater would be such a good fight. I think that would be my most interesting fight, the most interesting fight for me to watch Keller. I think it's I think that's what should happen actually.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Any last questions? Speak now.
Don't you fucking
Okay,
do
you're
it.
good.
Hey!
Thank you. Appreciate you. Yep, that side.